And now joining the program, Dane Cook.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
First time in studio.
I like that applause break off the bat. I'm just here, listen, I'm going to shave my crotch and then I got to go. So,
First time in studio.
First time in studio, next to Billy Burr, who, Jesus, man, we've done a lot of gigs together.
Yeah?
But I got to say, one of my favorite Bill Burr stories. Do you remember the time you got the buttered, remember the buttered biscuit? Will you tell that, please?
I don't even remember. I was in, like, fucking Lee, Massachusetts. Doing some fucking horrific gig. And it was one of those deals where it was like a restaurant and there was a function room to the right. Oof. It was like some sort of bachelor party was going on. And I'm standing there in front of like 8 people going, yeah, what's up with Dan Quayle? Just eating my balls. And all of a sudden I just look over and I see like these 3 fucking evil high school football player looking guys just standing there. And I didn't get what was going on. I'm like, guys, there's plenty of seats. Plenty of seats. And I'm just fucking standing there, and all of a sudden, in the middle of one of my jokes, this fucking dinner roll comes in at least Mach 4. Bangs off my forehead. And then, blow, against the back wall. And I'm fucking dazed, and I turn, all those guys are gone. Just sitting there. I got like a welt from a dinner roll. It was a fresh one, too. That's how fucking
But it was
hard
the
this got
butter
through.
side that hit you, too. I remember it was just this butter mark on the side of...
Nobody does anything. Nobody who's running the restaurant does a fucking thing. And I still got like another 10 minutes sitting there with butter on the side of my face. And I'm
How
like,
long do you think they sat there going, dude, I'm going to throw a fucking roll at his head?
Oh, at that point, I think everybody was thinking of different things they could throw for the rest of the show. So I'm on the gig, and then Al and the Monkeys, me, Robert Kelly, and a couple of other guys were in this comedy group. We had to go up later that night, and remember there was a magician, Jeff Apotheca, who did magic at the time.
Masters of Ceremony, Jeff Apotheca.
So
that was his outgoing message, calling this guy for gigs. You have reached Masters of Ceremonies. And he's fucking Lee, Massachusetts, like he's fucking Billy Graham.
But he had like a
or something.
bedazzled jacket with like,
God.
you know, and so he's got all his stuff set up like previously on stage, like, you know, all these cards, you know, giant Joker card. And you remember Bobby just goes up on stage, and because Bobby's set wasn't going great, he just starts picking up this guy's act and like he's pulling the shit out. He's like, oh, there's a fake dove in here. And this guy's just standing there watching Bobby, and this is the exact quote. You see the color leave his face, and he goes, my illusions. My illusions.
My illusions.
That night was the first 3.5 years of our fucking career. Every night, running into him in one impossible situation. The fucking Bellricken 99s that were standing up there. They're like shutting off the Bruins playoff game.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready for some comedy?
Oh, no.
Fucking game.
Put the game on.
Oh, it was better when they would leave a game on for us, but like turn the sound down. So it'd just be like your set going, all of a sudden you hear, come on!
Yeah.
Come on!
Me and my brother used to do acoustic gigs out in Huntington, and they would do that during the Islander games, and they turn the sound down, and you're playing, and sometimes it would coincide right when you finish a song, something would happen, and you'd hear, yeah! And you're thinking, wow, we did great. And then you look and realize it's just a fucking television, and you stink, and no one wants you there.
You nailed it, because I had to do a gig Robbie Krieger was playing at a stupid rock club. Probably the same rock club you played at.
Yeah.
One of those, you know,
from the
tiny,
Doors?
tiny little... Yeah, it's Robbie Krieger from the
Krieger.
Doors.
There's that shithole in Long Beach, I think,
I forgot
right?
the name of it. Whatever. So, I'm the DJ. I gotta, like, do the whole thing, you know, hand out bumper stickers and say, hey, everybody, Robbie Krieger. And the place maybe fit 100 people, maybe. And they had an Islander game on. You guys nailed this. And they wouldn't turn the sound down even for Robbie Krieger.
It's Robbie fucking Krieger.
I mean, they turned it down, but you
Doors.
could still hear the game, and people are playing pool. And you know, I'm going to say the exact same thing you did, but yeah, during these, you know, he's just playing without Jim Morrison singing, obviously, just the great guitar riffs, and people are screaming, you know, for the Islander game.
What is going through his head at that moment?
Right. I was in the fucking Doors, man.
Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking rocked that place.
And now people are
Legend.
screaming for the Islanders as he's playing, Spanish Caravan.
You ever seen a show?
Thinking it's Stephen Wright.
You ever seen a show at the Bowl? Have you seen a show at the Hollywood Bowl? It's basically like a great show until 9:20, and then there's like this ordinance that they have to turn the fucking volume down to like 4.
Really?
So like mid-show Aerosmith, you're like, this is great. All of a sudden it's just like whoop, goes all the way down because the neighbors have this
Right,
thing at
it's outdoor.
9:20. You can't, they can't crank the music anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
That's the worst combo I think ever. Comedy and music, and everybody always tries to get those shows together where it's like, yeah, it's gonna be back in the day. Yeah, you're gonna open, and Juice Newton's gonna come out and do 22 minutes. What? Oh, that'll be great. Like, nobody's there to see me. They're here for Juice.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of,
That's a tough gig opening for a rock band.
I was going to say, speaking of music and comedy, the VMAs.
Yeah.
We got to get into that a little bit. Dane Cook, they gave you, 3 or 4 minutes?
It was like 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
It was 2.5 hours into. That was like a blitz, man, coming at you. That was just. I was backstage. They had me back with Snoop waiting to go out, and they were like, the guy's pushing me. One of the union guys, like, you got to stand right here, and I'm literally up against electricity. Everything is just like wires and all the backs of the stage, and then I hear hit the water because that was the theme, electricity and water, and there's water dripping on me. Before my set, I'm getting rained on as I'm leaning on all the wires that are
what
like right
thinking?
around my head.
Are you thinking it like this is I'm gonna kill, or you're just like, this is just fucking horrendous?
Okay, so first of all, there's fireballs going off during everybody's performance. You've got rappers that are threatening each other, and Suge had been shot the night before. A guy with a hooded sweatshirt shot Suge Knight, and so all this stuff's happening, and they got monsoons, and I'm standing there like, I've got 2 jokes. And that's about it. I'm like, can I have a sparkler? I'll stick it in my ass. I don't care. Just give me something, body paint. So it really was one of those things where it was like either just go out there and just, talk about the show. I really kind of wish I'd gone with my first instinct because I went out there and just ended up playing for the camera. But I wanted to go out there and say, you know what, fuck you, 50 Cent. Fuck you, Fat Joe, I'm in this thing now. And just, like, try to get involved in their beef. But it was just, like, go out, do it, and get the hell out of there, man. That was wild.
And, Bill, you were saying, Kelly Clarkson was right before him?
Oh, yeah. Screeching in that shower. That's what I knew, because I knew he was going to be on. I started out, I want to see Dane on this thing. It's going to be fucking great. And, I was 2 minutes into the show, I'm like, oh, this is horrifying. It was just like everybody, half the fucking girls there can't even sing, so they have to add all this extra, they lower them from ceilings. They're coming out with animals and shit.
They think if you excite their visual sense, that your audio sense won't pick up on the fact that they stink.
Mariah Carey, who can sing, is standing there in this pool, and she's got backup dancers who did a backflip into a pool and started dancing underwater with this underwater camera. And then we got comedian Dane Cook coming on. I'm like, oh dude, this is gonna be fucking horrific.
And everybody right around the front, like all these kids, they were flipping out. And I just remember at one point, sometimes you just see random stuff during your set where you're in your head, you're trying to figure out. And I looked down and there was a kid just smacking his own face. I'm like, I don't know he's on E or this is just like the new way to clap. But he's just staring. He's like, yeah, and he's smacking himself over and over. He's like, in the face, hit me in the face.
Isn't that great when you're not looking at because everyone assumes you're looking at the big picture. And a lot of people say, oh, the lights are in their eyes, so you really don't see the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
There are sometimes you do just pick out one person or one event that's going on, a fight, a conversation. And even though you're going through the motions and you're saying or you're singing or you're doing whatever you do up there, you're thinking, what the fuck is going on out there? And it never comes across on stage because you're a professional, you're doing what you do. But you're looking and go, that is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. This should really distract me.
I did a college gig a couple months ago, and there was a girl in the front row. I swear to God, this girl looked 14, but she's showing her titties during the show. And it was great because it was titties, but I'm like, this girl's like literally 14 years old. She was like the Doogie Howser of this college. She was just like, she was advanced from 8th grade to like
cake parties.
In every way, apparently. Yes.
Wow, that's funny.
You guys all have nightmare stories, though. I haven't seen one comic that went, every gig's been gold since I started. There's always a fucking nightmare or 8.
And it never ends either.
No, huh?
Even if you keep doing college gigs, it never ends.
Yeah.
It never ends.
Did Bobby ever tell you the Boston Garden gig when we played we did the Rock of Boston show back when they were doing that every year? It was the biggest bomb gig we'd ever done,
and Bobby was probably so psyched.
Oh, Bobby was. I mean, he was. It was the group again. We were doing this. Every year they did the Rock of Boston, and they're like, "We're going to put you on again, music and comedy.
Yeah,
You're going to be on right before Fish. It's 2 hours into the show. It was like Extreme's going to go on, and then you."
I was actually in the crowd for that. I don't even know why.
No, you're always at the worst possible situation.
I swear to God.
He's like, I'm going to tune in. I'm like, don't fucking tune in, Burr. When Billy says I'm going to be at the gig or tune in, I know I'm in trouble.
That was early on. He didn't. No, I was like everyone else. I was going there for the music. And
Right,
then
like everyone else.
I already had tickets.
At least he's being honest.
No, I didn't know that they were going to be on that. And then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, dude, we're going to be doing that. So literally, it was one another thing. 2 minutes into the show, I'm like, how the fuck are they going to do, like, there's like 20,000 people there.
Oh, man.
We're like this improv group.
They bring us out, okay, and when they first announced that we were going to go out and perform, people didn't know we were comedy. I think they thought we were like an a cappella group. So at first everyone's like, and we're like, we've arrived, man.
Oh,
they really care. So we get out there. We've got these awful lapel mics on. There's 4 of us. And I'll never forget, Bobby's up there, and Bobby goes up to the mic, and he's like, yeah, we're going to do some improv. We're going to blah, blah, blah. And it's the Garden, so the sound is awful. It's just echoing.
You can't hear anything anyone's saying.
Nothing. And about a minute in, you feel the entire, you feel people looking at each other going, they're not going to sing. They're like trying to do comedy. And I'm telling you, it was like 3, 2, 1, and all of a sudden, lighters, a million lighters just came like whipping in lighters in shoes.
People sacrificing their shoes.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm getting pelted with lighters, but I'm like, did they bring extra shoes to throw?
Or are they so angry
that they're taking
that they don't even care they're going to be walking home without shoes?
I mean, upper deck shit littering.
Wow.
You guys were in that kung fu bit. And Al would stand off stage.
He remembers the bit
you were in.
The
Sounds
voices.
and they're like, we'll kill you now, and we're acting out.
All right,
Right.
acted out with
Done it
somebody
many
else
times.
doing the same. Oh no!
And so we're getting hit and all this stuff and lighters, and then finally, we're getting Shana Nanad right at that point, right? It's hey, goodbye.
Hey, goodbye. Yep.
Bobby goes up to the mic and he's like, I want to say something.
Oh
something.
no!
And they actually shut up. The whole crowd stops. And I'm like, Bobby's my hero at this point, right? I'm staring at this kid. He's got his long Rico Suave hair down to his fucking asshole, right? He's looking like Crystal Gale. And he's like, I want to say something right now. And then everyone shuts up and he goes, we didn't come here to ruin your night.
Oh, no.
And he starts, Bobby starts getting defensive.
Yeah.
And then he goes like this. He goes, and we're going to leave. And of course they're like, yeah. And he goes, after the next 2 skits that we're here to do. And it was like more lighters and shoes.
Holy shit, what a nightmare. Wow. A set of balls walking up to the mic like that.
No.
That is really funny.
Oh, and it's
Music
like
and
home
comedy.
turf for him.
No more music and comedy, please.
No, especially like a Fish show. Just laid back. And comedy, and especially improv comedy, you need the crowd to be focused on you.
You don't want to do it in front of a bunch of potheads.
Like, you can't get a concert crowd to pay attention all at once to the band that they were there seeing.
Yeah.
They're talking, they're smoking, they're doing whatever the fuck they do. For comedy, it's like, unless you have a huge portion of that audience focused on you, you're done.
No, we're asking them. We're like, we need an appliance, and millions of people are like, Justin! Like, we can't even. I think I heard a microwave. I think I heard 1,000 people yelling shit at us right now. Clusterfuck.
Yeah.
now you're
But
playing,
these are the gigs, gentlemen, that build your character.
Now you're playing the Garden there, Dane Cook.
Last night, show number 1 at the.
Oh, how was it?
It was amazing. It was. I think that tonight is good. We get 2 tonight, and it's just.
Was that the biggest show of your life? You think?
No, it was. We did the Torgasm tour, and we did some pretty big venues there.
Yeah.
And I did that Gator Growl last year, which was 50,000. I don't know if you've done that. That's pretty cool.
What's your audience made up of a lot?
It's pretty mixed up. I mean, it's definitely that college core, but no, I look out and it seems to be all over the board.
You got a lot of chicks though that like
want
to fuck you and things like that.
A lot of girls, they wear T-shirts with my joke, which is really great because like half the time I'm just kind of going off the cuff anyway. So I'll look down, I'll see titties with like "fuck bees" on it, and I'm like, oh, I'll do that next.
That's pretty cool. Some 14-year-old girl hasn't lifted it up yet.
Hey, let's say hi to Ryan in New Jersey. Saw Dane cook last night. Ryan, what's up?
What's up, dude? Dane, man, you fucking ruled last night.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for coming out, dude.
Yeah, dude, Bob Kelly ruled, too. My girlfriend doesn't even like O&A and none of that shit, but last night, man, she fucking loved Kelly, loved you, and now I think she's an O&A fan.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's good. Good deal, man.
It's hard to get the girls on, but see, you got it knocked. You know, the girls are there with you. You got a very diverse crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Us, it's a cock fest. It's just like... Yeah, fucking A, guys. And the girls, they hate it, and I don't know what we're doing.
We're trying to soften our delivery a little bit so we could have more women out there.
Yeah, that's
not working at all.
Let's bring some girls down to the studio. We're going to do hugs. We're going to do free hugs every hour. Come on down.
Well, we noticed since Jimmy's been gone the past couple of days, girls have warmed up to us a little
right.
bit. We had girls in the studio that were willing to take all their clothes off, which is always a good thing. A girl called up to play Guess What's in My Pants. Jimmy...
We had a strap-on show the other day.
Jimmy scares girls away. They walk in, and he looks like he's going to be a problem. He looks like no matter what they do, he's going to want to go one step more than they're willing to go. Yeah. Like they could want to take their like the girls the other day. They came in completely naked, took that wiffle ball bat right up there, lubed it up, and stuck it right inside them. And we measured how deep it went. Everything fine. With Jimmy, they're probably thinking, he's going to want to stick it up my ass. Like just that one step where it's probably going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So they don't even want to get started.
When you think about what Jimmy talks about, and then you wonder what the skeletons are in his closet.
Yeah, what could there possibly be in there?
He's got to be holding something back.
It has to involve murdered children. It's all I can imagine. It's got to be kids, death, rape.
He's just going to have like another room that he's dug out in his basement or something like that, but he's just got him down there bound and gagged and tries out his new bits on him.
What a little creep.
By the way, speaking of Bob Kelly, he gave us the famous cast.
All right.
Oh, yeah. How's that going on the auction?
Yeah, on our O&A auction, it's up to $1,300.
Nice.
I broke my knee, man.
I broke my knee, man.
I broke my knee, man. Hold my hand, man.
Dane Cook obviously was there when that happened, filming the Torgasm thing.
I've never heard any horrific sound like that in my life. That was just
bad.
That pop, and when you see the video that goes with it, it's just it's crazy. Bobby
he had
on the ground,
no business playing football.
We did. None of us did, man. Here's what was stupid.
You could.
I'm telling you, we were playing on uneven terrain in like a gravel pit. You know, we're just like, oh, we'll throw a ball around, and then we got competitive. It was not flat like a field. It was really like hilly, and it was just we were dumb. We were dumb, but Bobby tried to, go up and do some kind of
he's trying to really
Heisman fucking catch.
No, Bobby gets crazy when he plays sports. I remember one time I was playing against him, and he wasn't having a good day or something. I had a couple of catches, and he's hilarious. He's just competitive. So he got mad at me. So I just see the look on his face that he wants to take me out on this play. So he came at me, and somehow I was able to push him down to the ground, and he landed on the ground. He was so mad that he grabbed 2 handfuls of grass, ripped him out of the ground, and he got up and he just threw them at me, and they went about 90 miles an hour for 2 inches, and then they went right in front of me. I just remember this black kid who was on my team goes, "Yo, he bugging!" He had to go back to the huddle.
He's trying to hit you with like confetti.
Oh yeah, he was unbelievable.
What is that going to do?
The rage.
Angry little guy.
He's the most competitive guy I know. And I admit, I'm pretty competitive, but we had when we used to have a game back in '93, I don't know if, Bill, you were part of this awful, horrible thing. It was called Punch Each Other in the Asshole.
No, I would have remembered that.
Yeah. That's something you don't forget.
Okay, so we started this thing where we would just start randomly, if the other one was walking in front of you up the stairs, we would not just punch. We would uppercut and try to hit taint, try to hit anything we could. Full tilt boogie punch into your asshole. And it became like Bobby and I being so competitive about it that we actually had to sit down, I'll never forget, sit down and have a very serious conversation about it, where it involved us looking at each other going, We gotta stop punching each other. This is really like, can we call it even? Are we, we have to stop doing this. And we couldn't. I mean, for the longest time, we just still had to and we wanted to make each other like shit our pants. It was like a full, like a real, like the hardest hit you could imagine.
I want to know how that starts. One of you had to come up with it. You didn't both come up with the idea at the same exact time. Who punched whose ass
and it's
first?
pretty brave
That's what
to be
the road
the
will do
person.
to you, man.
I was gonna say it's pretty brave for the person to introduce that to other guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I got a great new idea
kind of
for
original.
us to pass the time.
I would think to do the classic leg sweep. If
No.
someone was in front of me, I would never.
We used to do blindside tackle. One guy would be on all fours behind someone, and then you knock him over the guy.
Oh yeah.
With that, when he
to
was
the bottom of the shoe kick. When you're behind somebody and they're walking, they step and you kick
tire.
the bottom of their shoe and they do like a Nazi goose step with one foot. It goes flying. Or the flat tire where you just step on the back of their shoe and take off their Achilles tendon.
The cross check into the locker.
Yeah,
he'd be looking down for his notebook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those unforgiving metal lockers.
I like the coin slap. Anytime somebody's counting their change, you're like, what do you think I can? You just get underneath. It's just like this rainbow of currency.
You had your guys doing a lot of activities on tour there. I saw the
saw the scooter
we would have
race.
slept all day. I mean, that was the thing. It was like, these guys hated me because I'm going, every day we're going to get up, and, just for the sake of filming during the day, because we'd sleep until, the crack.
They had some
3.
mean things to say about you, though, there, Dane. That you were working them hard in between shows. Horseback riding, what else did
we
you guys
trashed
do?
Bob for that shit.
Yeah.
I opened for Charlie Murphy, but at no point did he make me do activities. My day was mine. He didn't call me up. Yo, we're playing checkers this morning. Get your ass down here, bitch.
It looks like it's going to be a great video when it finally comes out. I was watching the video portion of your package, Jesus, the Dane Cook CD, DVD thing on the way to L.A., with the shorties and the preview for Tourgasm. It looks like it's going to be a good thing when it finally comes out.
Everyone's been saying that you got a clip of Bobby laying on the ground. It's something about Bobby with his knees.
Yeah, just screaming and stuff.
Yeah, we have that on. We filmed that. And
the scooter race, though. I saw, who took a dive on that? Was that you?
That was me, man.
Yeah, that was really nasty.
That was day one. And we had these little electronic scooters, and it was just, it's going to be great. We're going to be racing again, me and Bobby. And
Bobby, very competitive again.
Sticks his fucking foot right back into my tire. He says he didn't do it on purpose, but if you look, you kind of see him kind of look back, and I think he aimed it so he could jam my tire, and I, of course, went over and cracked.
Electric scooters, and Bobby's acting like it's the Road Warrior.
Bobby is a winner. He will figure out how to come out on top.
Yeah. He hates to lose.
Yeah.
Go for him.
Very competitive.
Yeah,
we did
clip
activities.
On Kimmel. That's right. I saw it on Kimmel.
Yeah.
Is that where that was at?
Yeah,
okay.
just face first.
Dude,
the asphalt.
And Dane, you were in Rolling Stone recently. The CD's selling like crazy. What is it up to now? Because we've all been paying attention, going, holy shit! The first week it was like what, close to 250,000 copies sold or something like that.
I'm trying to think.
I like the.
Yeah, went gold. We went gold.
I like the. I don't know when they know the exact number.
Barry Katz knows exactly how many units.
Of course he does.
He knows exactly. But the
gold,
CD,
really?
The CD's gotten gold.
Yeah, went gold.
You can't really call it a CD because you have the DVD in there and all sorts of stuff. But
Yep. Yeah.
What is it?
Way people should do it.
Half a million? It's gold or a million?
With the double album, we've shipped almost 500,000. So once you hit 250, that's gold on a double, and then platinum is probably a few weeks away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know, man.
I sold 3 of my CDs off my website.
I bought 2 of them.
Pretty proud of that.
You want them back?
It's just amazing because people are just not
autograph them to you.
People are just not buying CDs, obviously, like they used to. So a comedy CD to sell that much, that's just phenomenal.
Yeah, somehow the CD, I've noticed, like I said, in like the last few months, all of a sudden you go to a college and it's like you're holding up like a fucking 8-track.
Oh, you were saying that the other day,
yesterday,
right?
Yeah. It's just, now they all want like a DVD because they can get the shit for free somehow,
Yeah, somehow. Just ask Steve. He knows.
Let's say hi to
burn anything for us.
Yeah, Mike on Long Island. Mike, what's up?
Hey, boys, how you doing?
All right,
hey.
What's up?
Good. Dan, I was at a show last night. Wonderful job.
Thank you, dude.
How do you feel when people applaud for bits you're about to do?
Oh, yeah.
All you said was, I went to a party, and the place blew up.
Right. Right. I mean, you know what? It's flattering, of course, when people, kind of hear their, you feel like a little like Bon Jovi. It's like, you guys know Bad Medicine? And everybody just starts. But, that's why, dude, I like to kind of, I always try to improvise with stuff and really not really know exactly where I'm going with it, because at least that makes it interesting. If you've heard the bit before, there's something in there you're like, oh, I never heard that part, or it takes on kind of a new energy with every crowd. But it's cool, man. It's definitely I did that one bit last night where I threw the mic out and they finished the I did the setup and then they finished the punch, and that was, I've never really done anything like that.
Wow.
That was kind of wild. Yeah.
We've talked to Brian Regan about that. He goes, it's frustrating when people are yelling out the punchline of jokes, saying, cup of dirt, do cup of dirt. And Brian's like, well, that's the punchline.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
Big yellow one's the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, even like I know, I was reading all those things with Chappelle before he went into hiding, where it was like people were just coming and I'm Rick James, bitch, and it's like,
yeah, that must have just been all over the place.
It's a blessing and a curse, because you dream as a comic of doing something that people actually give a shit about quoting at all, and so you want that your whole career, and then when they do it, you realize, oh man, it's sometimes it can throw off the flow of the show, but at this point, I'm digging it.
Well, you gotta be, and it's great
it.
to be huge and on top like that. Are you thinking about something like burnout or overexposure, shit like that, where you go, what do you do about that?
I'm just at this point, really things are just starting to roll, so I'm certainly
Enjoy
not.
the ride,
I'm just whatever. I got to take it right to the end.
He's going into movies next.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Do some flicks.
Yeah. Any offers?
He'll be the next. He'll be the next guy that just leaves his comedy behind and
never leave comedy behind.
And does the movie thing.
No, I definitely am going to start doing some more flicks, but
awesome.
Comedy is.
How many lame offers have you had for like sitcoms and movies that are just like, stop it?
Here's the worst pitch I ever had. A guy brought me in a few years ago, and he goes, "We're really excited. We want you to do this shit." I'll never forget. Look at it. I wanted to fucking kill you, man. I got Barry next to me. And Barry's
can we
like,
get Barry on the air? Barry, we love when you come on the air with us. Come on.
This is gonna be the best pitch you've ever.
Everyone
heard,
imitates
man.
Barry, and when we do it, no one understands who we're imitating.
Well,
but we have him in studio today. So
you have to see him. He's the only guy I know who wipes his teeth while he's talking to you. Listen, so the guy brings us in, and he goes, "Here's the show." And this was the actual pitch. He goes, "Okay, you're a teacher. You're like a substitute teacher." And so far, I'm like, okay, that hasn't been done, a million times. But yeah. And he's like, "And the kids love you, but here's the deal. You're magic." What? And I'm like, okay, I do magic? He goes, no. You're magical. You're Mr. Whiz. That was the name of the show. You're Mr. Whiz. And he had me driving like a rainbow VW Bug, and I do my spells on the kids, and I mean, it was just
wow.
To sit there and hear this. You're like, have you seen my stand-up, first of all? Am I doing anything like what you're talking about?
Mr. Whiz.
I'm Mr. Whiz. Every week.
I think I was on notice for a month after that.
And, well, you should have been.
Why Barry set up to me?
That is horrible. And what year was this about?
Buddy, you're going to be a big star.
98 or 90. I don't know.
98.
Well, it was bad.
It just would have been bad effects, like bad cheap sitcom special effects for your magic.
Yeah, where you stay still.
Yeah.
And then they put the other person who's supposed to appear around you, but
you've moved a little bit in between.
Some awful time slot. You're on right after Sabrina, the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
That's your lead-in.
You've made two of yourselves, and you have to talk to each other, and there's got to be a wall line between the two of you.
There's always
where they superimpose you.
Talking animal. I got like a llama as a pet, and he's got those real creepy mannequin eyes and.
Wow, that is a bad pitch.
You
gotta think people are joking at first when you sit there and they come up with these pitches and you're like, all right, this is a joke. They're doing some kind of a punked show or something.
I actually, I had some guy pitch something to me a few months ago, again with these guys, and I thought they were fucking with me. I really, really thought.
Yeah, sometimes you get guys who pitch and they have phenomenal ideas, and they've actually written and produced and they're million-dollar things that have gone on, but they are so nervous when they pitch that they look like they're having a seizure when they're pitching. That was the one you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy was sweating, and he's just rambling on and on. There's no rhyme or reason. It was, that was a real idea.
It was a real idea, but the guy literally had to carry him out of there. I was on notice again.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. All right, you're hanging, right, Dane?
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. What are we promoting today, Barry? Because Dane's not going to do it.
retaliation, baby. It's
retaliation.
Incredible.
It's out there, and it's
and
like
you can
crazy.
come by the show. We might release a few tickets that people don't show up for guest lists and things like that. Like if your people don't show up.
No, I'm going. We're all going tonight. I'm serious. We're all going to go see Dane. It's going to be a kick-ass show tonight, definitely, without a doubt. All right, more with Dane Cook. Also on the way, we got Martha Stewart and P. Diddy rapping together.
Oh, this is...
We got to do this while you guys are in the studio today.
I keep saying, wow, that guy's got no street cred, but he lost it so long ago. When he's rapping and teaching Martha Stewart
how to rap,
hip words and...
Yeah. He's got his own line of Craftsman tools that he just released. I mean,
yo, let me tell you about my wrench.
That's the Snoop with the golfing and
Snoop is the worst. Let me tell you, it locks on to the nut. It's wonderful.
Rap is where like heavy metal was in like 1990 when like Winger and all those groups would come. It's over.
Yeah,
they used to be scary. It was something that was just like everybody needs a sidekick.
Snoop was so scary until he's like, let's go golfing, Fizzle. It's like golfing, Lee Iacocca. If you could find a better dizzle, buy it. What? No, stop.
No, Snoop, stop.
What are you doing? It's so not scary now. No. You're just, why not? It's a little soft shoe there for us. It just does, it comes off so bad. Lee Iacocca. Stop.
All right, more with Dane Cook. As we go to break, I think we're going to play the Broke My Knee Man song.
I haven't heard this.
Yeah, the listeners really ran with this one,
man. When you got us the audio of Bob Kelly breaking his knee, there were remixes.
Did you ever hear the Goodfellas? I thought was the best.
I did hear that one, too. I did hear that, yeah.
Are you here? Well, let's play it really fast. It's only 50 seconds. Listen to this first.
Look, he started to touch me. He started to grab me. I told him to stop. He didn't stop. I hit him back. And then he got really angry. He pushed me out of the car.
What do you want, fucko? You want something? Huh?
What are you doing? Fuck! I broke my knee, man! Fuck! I swear my fucking mother, if you touch her again, you're dead! Hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze some. Fuck!
How good is that?
Oh, my God. That's classic.
That came in from one of our listeners.
That's the best one.
We got...
damn, is that the best?
We had... I can't even tell you how many came in, Dane.
Totally forgot about that
one.
The
immigrant song?
A couple dozen.
Yeah.
You want to play the immigrant song?
Please.
All right, listen to this.
I have to get these on disc.
Yeah, we'll give you a disc of all these. Listen to this.
I broke my knee, man! Fuck! I broke my knee, man! I broke my fucking knee, dude! I broke it, dude. I felt the crack. Fuck! I broke my leg. I broke it. Hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze something.
Aren't we great friends? We're great friends.
I gotta squeeze something. That's what Bobby kept saying.
Yeah, I gotta go hold my hand, man.
Oh, God.
And you got the video that'll be part of the Tourgasm DVD when it hits.
That'll be on there. We're putting it together.
Do we have another one?
That alone is worth it.
You should throw some of these remixes on something. I don't know what.
Damn. They are heartless, the listeners. They don't care that he's injured. They just see an opportunity for something funny.
Was the sheep one good? I don't know. This might... Yeah, play that real fast. It's only like 15 seconds.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Ah, motherfucker. Ah, you mother. You've been backwards. Ah, fuck.
Steve, you got to throw all these on a CD for Dane.
I really have to injure Bobby again.
I think that was it. We have so many. I'm trying to remember some of the better ones.
Oh, God.
That Goodfellas one is so goddamn funny. It fits perfectly.
Best one ever.
Mm-hmm. I have to say, man, the thing that, I got to give Bobby props. Anybody else would have left that tour that night. No. And he got back on a non-stop moving bus, and he's on there with his fucking wobbly leg, and so he hung in there, man. That was great.
All right, very, very busy day on the Opie and Anthony program today. Bill Burr in studio, definitely want to remind people, Bill's half-hour comedy special on HBO is tonight at midnight. Make sure you check out Bill Burr.
Re-airs tomorrow night at midnight, too.
Well, I got the on-demand, so I'll be watching it Sunday morning. When I wake up.
In your slippers.
And, of course, Dane Cook playing Madison Square Garden tonight.
It's a nice little room.
Not bad. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Playing the Garden. Where is that?
It's no Carnegie Hall, but it's...
No one's got to ask that. I'm playing the Chuckle Hut. Where is that? It's not. I'm playing the Garden. How, is that the... What garden? The fucking Garden. That's fantastic.
I think last time, who said it? It's great to not have the words ha-ha in the phone number.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And, of course, the CD/DVD is called Retaliation, Dane Cook. Selling like hotcakes.
Yes. Were hotcakes ever really selling? Was there like a time in history when
it must have
hotcakes
been.
were just...
just for that saying to be there, there must have been one time where we're like, we're fresh out again.
Jesus.
Comedy clubs really do have some of the worst fucking names. I worked to play Side Splitters.
Side Splitters.
Like, why don't you just call it Knee Slappers?
Gay club that I had to play years ago. Remember Fiddlesticks?
Yeah.
You ever play that?
Fiddlesticks.
Then I'll be at Guffaws.
Oh.
We had to take a break just to take leaks and stuff, but the stuff that was happening during the break was really entertaining as well. Dane met the lead singer of Missing Persons. Bill was talking about Scary Spice.
Oh, opening up for Winona Judd. Just talking about
Winona Judd.
Outside at a racetrack at like 12 noon.
Yeah.
12 noon at a racetrack. The cars or horse? What was it?
A horse.
Horse
it was like
track?
a horse track, and I'm standing up there just bombing. You can't shit on the crowd because it's her audience, and you don't want to. You need the gig at that point.
Yeah.
So you're doing it. And I'm standing there. There's people kind of filing in, and there's this lesbian, biker-looking chick. My whole set, she's just standing there chanting, "Winona! Winona!"
Oh, God.
And you just want to be, you fucking whore. You just want to go off on her, and you can't. You got to be actually cordial.
Yeah.
You felt like a game show host.
How do you not, first of all, have a nervous breakdown before you go out on stage? And how do you even step out onto that stage? That's where you comics, I don't even know how. Yeah. People ask me, they go, "Why don't you try stand-up?" I go, are you insane? To have to do something like that, where you know the gig is it's noon at a horse racetrack to a crowd that wants to see Winona Judd, and you actually make your legs work and walk out onto a stage. I
literally learned how to bomb gracefully on that gig. I'll never forget it. I was sitting there. I was just eating my balls, just feeling like an asshole. And somewhere in the middle of it, I swear to God, I just started imagining Patrice O'Neill, Keith Robinson, and Jim Norton sitting in the back watching me, laughing at me. And I somehow started laughing at myself. How fucking ridiculous. I mean, I was in the middle of my set at one point. Out of nowhere, they all just go, "Ah!" screamed. And I'm like, I thought my fly was down. I turned around. Way in the background was a carnival. And some guy was on that ride where you get shot into the fucking air, and I guess that went up and over me from behind. I just started doing this self-deprecating how pathetic my career was, and I was able to handle that lady. I, in a roundabout way, called her a lesbian, which of course the whole country audience loved.
Yeah.
I said something about her haircut, how short it was, and people knew what I was alluding to. So, you know, country people, fuck the queers. I got him on my side. But it was brutal.
I have no clue how you do that.
That's what I do now.
Case.
Anytime horrible, I just picture Dane. I'll picture somebody I know just laughing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's how you got through like the beginning ones. Like as you're going up at the fucking Bellrica 99 and the game's on, it's like. I've been watching him bombing, and it's like you want to laugh, but it's like you know you're going up there too. It's like you got an ass kicking coming, so you're almost jealous. Like fuck,
these guys love when
he's going to be done.
Getting it over with. He's halfway through it.
These guys love when their own bomb. That's the one thing I learned, hanging out with a lot of comedians. You guys love when someone's eating.
Yeah, it's almost
it's like sport to you guys.
Oh yeah,
it's fair game with each other. It's almost like the way black guys can call each other the N-word and like it's cool. Like comics can be like, dude, you stink, you bombed, and it's like, yeah, it was good, huh? But anybody else says it. Do you know like the worst heckle like you've ever gotten? Do you keep that on tap? Like the worst thing that anybody's ever yelled?
Oh, really? Like the most bizarre one I ever got. I was at Dangerfield's third show. On a Saturday night, there's like fucking 30 people there.
That place is the worst to do comedy.
Yeah. So there's these three angry white dudes in the back, and you just can feel their rage.
Ghosts are walking out during your set.
It looks like a funeral home, man.
I know. It's like you can just feel the rage in these guys. and I hear them talking, and I know they're fucking talking about me, and I'm like, dude, don't go there, don't talk to them. After a while, I just couldn't. I finally just said, you guys, what's your problem, man? You're just talking. You know, what's going on? And this dude, this most bizarre heckle ever, he goes, anything red and on stage is a faggot. And it was so fucking bizarre. I didn't even have a comeback to it.
What the hell is that?
But it was like brilliant. And I was sitting there going like, and he was so angry the way he said it. I knew if I just said one thing back to him, I had a fist in my face.
Yeah.
So I somehow had to just go back into my act. So I got a computer recently and just completely blew it off.
I had a guy at Dublin's one night. He was sitting in the front row, and he was really, really despondent, and he's drunk, and he's talking to himself, and he turned his chair away from the stage, but he's right up front, so he's facing the crowd. He's like doing little monologues to himself and trying to like the show's on him. And same thing. I'm like, dude, what's your problem? What's your problem? 3 or 4 times, and he keeps like shrugging me off. And I finally go, really, man, what is your problem? And he stands up, and the whole place goes quiet because he's holding a bottle in his hand. I think somebody thought he was going to throw it. And he goes, I've got 7 problems, and you're 5 of them. Wow, that's really fucking genius.
Did he name them? Did he name the 5?
No, he never even got into it. We did actually get into a little. I think we.
Wow. Why are those people there? Like, I don't get why they're even there. I've been to comedy clubs, and I've seen comics that just have sucked, and you sit and wait for the next guy.
Yeah.
It's that why do people feel compelled, you fucking suck, you're an asshole?
I'll tell you one of the best, like you go up in front of an all-black crowd, it's like what I quickly learned is they're going to have fun with you or without you. So either you make them laugh. It's the when you bomb from a black crowd, it's like the joke bombs, there's nothing, and then everybody laughs that it got nothing. I remember one time just mixed nuts in L.A. just eating my balls, and it's all black crowd. So I do some joke, nothing. And then I see this big black lady in the background goes, wah, wah, wah. And then they all just start fucking laughing. And once again, I don't address it. I go into my next I fucking just dry mouth. And it's even worse when you're
making the
sound on the mic. Yeah, and he forgot to bring water up, and it's just it's the worst.
I just remember gigs where nothing was happening, and I could just hear that fucking Patrice laugh from the back of the room, where it would be like that same kind, because he has that kind of
Patrice can actually make you bomb. I've had crowds liking me. He didn't like the joke, and he's so fucking loud and intimidating. He would get a crowd to turn on you.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that shit? Yo, Bill's up there. He's talking about this motherfucker just said.
And the whole crowd is turning around, and no one's going to tell him to shut up. And then you start yelling at him, then all of a sudden, the white guy's yelling at the big black guy. This is racism. And then you lose all the white people in the crowd, and he can literally turn around a good set.
That is true.
Let's go to the phones here. Andy has a question. Andy, what's up? Andy.
Hey. No? Nothing?
You?
His name's not Andy. It's probably like
somebody else.
Andrew. And he thinks it's or Anthony or
the guy that has a question for Dane Cook about a corporate gig. No?
No, nothing.
All right. He wanted to ask you if you were fired from a corporate gig. Like there might be a story there.
Is there urban legend
no,
out there?
You know what? No, I'll tell you what it is. Because I was hired to do these 2 corporate gigs, and I just did the first one out in L.A., and I never...
Barry Katz
I never
do
them. You know what I mean?
You don't do corporate gigs?
No, because it's just like, you don't really enjoy it. You feel rented. You feel like a part of the,
You really do.
It's just... So I agreed to do it because they were really enthusiastic.
It came with the tent.
Oh, yeah, one of those floppy arm dolls is behind you on stage, like, come buy a car. And so, I agreed to do it.
Hold on. Go ahead, Barry.
What happens these corporate gigs, they always overpay. They completely overpay.
Right.
They'll send private jets, they'll do whatever. It's like whatever it takes. And so it's always hard to...
Turn down,
to walk away from those things.
So I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. I haven't done one in years, and that's 2 gigs, and the money's fucking great. So I go down, and the first thing I always say, the second I walk into any gig, you know what I do on stage. You got the material, you've heard the CD. Oh yeah, we all listen to it. That's what I'm going to do tonight.
They even have to sign a waiver to.
So I do the show. I do my show, exactly the same way. and the crowd's laughing. They're into it. Actually, I didn't think it wasn't so bad. They weren't, but of course the president of the deal comes.
But
up
you got
after.
a full standing ovation at the end.
No, the show was good for that environment, and then they came up and they're like, we just want to talk to you about the content.
Oh boy.
The president of the company was not too enthused, and then I'm like, okay, and he goes, if we make you a list for the next show of things, and I was like.
No,
I'm not the guy for you. Obviously, you should, call somebody who can come in and do what you need. But it's like, I gave you the shit. Watch the stuff. You know what I mean? And if I'm not
now
your cup
Dustin
of tea,
Diamond is doing the gig.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't have doubted it though.
So no, I wasn't
Did you get
fired.
paid for the whole thing?
No, I got paid for the first show. I told him.
See you later.
Keep the other half, and
for you,
it was a mutual walk away.
Someone's head rolled for that too. Someone got the axe. Who was the head of entertainment for that corporate gig? It was some Missy down in personnel.
And it could literally be just one little thing, and then they'll try not to pay you.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. All kinds of things can happen.
Let's say hi to Sarah.
Get the Bacon Brothers. They'll do it. Remember we saw the Bacon Brothers at one of those...
They're on morning TV yesterday
gigs
promoting their singing thing. Hey, Sarah, what's up?
Hey, guys. I was at the Dane Cook and Bob Kelly show last night. Granted, it wasn't exactly, Bob Kelly show, but it was so funny. My friend and I had such a great time, and I just wanted to tell them that you guys were awesome. And afterwards, we thought it was pretty hysterical. These two fat chicks come up to my friend Britt and I, and they're like, we just flirted our way in, and blah, blah, blah. And I looked at them, and I'm like, you look like you got in because you're one of Maury Povich's special children. Not because you flirted your way.
Flirted their way in?
What, to backstage or whatever?
Yeah, that's what they were telling us, and it was pretty funny. And also, Dane Cook signed my friend's boobs, and Bob Kelly did too.
Oh, very nice. Sounds like a great night for everybody.
Everyone
we
had fun.
So much fun, but we have to say, my friend and I, we felt kind of bad because, Dane Cook was, leaving in, a limo or a town car or whatever, and Bob Kelly was getting in a minivan.
I love it. I can't wait to get Bob on the phone. That's perfect. No, we're trying to get Bob on the phone, but I don't know. He's probably sleeping or whatever. So
he sprained his wrist closing that sliding door on the van.
Yeah, Bob's not here, Sarah.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been an ONA fan since you guys were on WNEW. My brother's got me hooked on you guys. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm not an ugly chick that's a huge fan.
Right. We'll meet you soon. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for coming down to the show.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right. Yeah, I mean, Dane's killing. We're all going to tonight's show. I can't wait.
Which one are you guys coming into, the first or the second?
11 o'clock show I'll be at.
Cool.
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
He said it's even better.
Late show's always a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Late shows can be touch and go, though, because you got the audience,
Yeah.
A little more boozed up.
You can handle that, though.
It's all
Some
part
comedians
of the deal.
can't handle that.
Nah.
Do we want to promote any of these other shows? Loyola College tomorrow night?
That's a
Baltimore?
private gig.
All right.
Yeah, October, what do we got? October 7th, Colorado Convention Center. That's a pretty big gig. That's a pretty big venue.
Awesome. And then ME is Maine, right? Colby College, October 14th.
Yep.
In Waterville, Maine.
Yep.
And then the University of New Hampshire, October 15th.
Sure.
And the new CD's called Retaliation. Huh?
UNH, yeah.
UNH.
You guys want to listen to the Martha Stewart thing real fast? Oh,
yeah,
here's Bobby.
Go. Oh, Bobby's on.
All right, Bob, what's up?
You tell that bitch it wasn't a minivan. I got it to one of those little bike cabs.
A bike cab.
I'm not even kidding you. I had to take a fucking bike cab to the show last night.
Are you kidding?
There was no cabs at 6 o'clock, so I had to get this Polish dude on a bike.
To pedal you down there?
Yeah, and he looked.
I would walk first.
I asked him how much it was. He looked me up and down. He said 20.
That's usually, what, 10?
It's probably around 5.
5.
Fans saw him? You saw Bob Kelly?
Yeah, I saw Bob Kelly getting pedaled by me on 42nd Street.
Is that Nathaniel?
Yeah.
I saw him in the car. I was like, Nathaniel! He looked at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you called out to me. You could have just pedaled by anonymously. But you thought it would be good to say hi.
Bob, you couldn't get on that big 8-person circular bicycle that rides through Times Square that you want to fucking run over when I'm driving in the city?
No, there was nothing.
It was a brand new one, though. It was brand new. He said I was the first one ever on that bike.
Who cares? You don't ever want to be seen in that thing.
Well, what was I going to do, walk?
Do you stop to listen to the guys play the spackle buckets, too?
I'm sorry, I didn't have a limo pick me up at my 5-star hotel.
You're not a fancy man.
Hey, Bob, we learned a lot about you today, thanks to Dane Cook. You used to have very long hair.
Oh, shit.
Looking like, what did you say, Crystal Gale?
Oh, yeah. He's
great reference today.
Crystal Gale.
He had long, luxurious hair. Remember
you
that,
called
Bobby?
me fucking Crystal Gale?
I called you Crystal Gale, man.
And you used to play the punch in the asshole game?
Yeah, but that was... Dane invented that. He came up to me one time and just punched me in the asshole.
And say,
I just shit my pants.
And then you ran with it.
And what did you do afterwards? I made that up. What do you say?
That's mine.
I trademark it. I sell it on my website. You can buy a kit.
The home game.
I used to have... But Dane, you had long hair too, man.
Yeah, I had kind of the mullet thing going.
There's a picture of you on the internet, me and you both at the same time had fun. We looked like Charlie's Angels.
There was a time when the mullet wasn't the mullet.
No, it wasn't.
It was just a
like
haircut. It was a feather or whatever.
Dennis Miller had that haircut for a long time.
That's right.
That's what it was. And then it like turned into this mullet.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden to have it was to be just some backwards cross-eyed hick at a car show or something.
I got to say, though, Dane's hair was beautiful and conditioned. Mine was nappy and curly. I do say that Dane had better hair than me. Dane, you remember that time we picked up those 2 chicks at the beach?
Oh, my... The witches?
Oh, my... Me and Dane picked up 2 witches from Salem at the beach. But Dane was always a conservative type of kid, and I was always like the creepy, I want to lick somebody's asshole.
Like they had like knife scars on their face, Bobby's chicks, you know.
Yeah. So we wind up going back, but I'm the one always the aggressor with the chicks, and Dane's kind of laid back, kind of always had a chick, and I'm the one, banging broads all the time and talking about pussy. And we get back to their apartment in Salem. And it's this house has been there since 1702. And they're telling us, they take us in the basement and tell us about the witches, and I'm shitting my pants. We go back upstairs, they both get naked, start taking showers.
Yeah.
I'm frantic. Dane has the guitar in his hand. They come out naked. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are we going to do? He goes, Bobby, get your fucking shit together. And just starts playing a song on the guitar.
He knows how to work it. Get the guitar out, start playing a little.
But Bobby's like, they're doing spells in there, man. They're putting spells on us or something, dude. He was so concerned that they were trying to really put some kind
How
of...
much coke had he done to paranoid himself up that much?
Yeah, when it comes time to gameplay, Dane really is the quarterback. Get your shit together, faggot. How you girls doing? Do you ever hear this song? By Moody Blues?
Witchy Woman.
Moody Blues.
Yeah. This is Vixen's Edge of a Broken Heart.
Did you tell him that you shit in a bucket?
No.
Oh, now we're getting the...
we're getting the dirt.
We're getting the good stuff now.
We're in the fucking tour. You can't shit on the tour bus.
Yeah, you're not allowed to take craps on the tour bus.
You're not allowed to shit on the tour bus whatsoever.
That's good.
We understand that rule.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there. I'm on my computer. Dane goes in the bathroom. He comes out. He goes, hey, dude, check this out. He has a brand new sterling silver toilet bowl. And it was so perfect, the shit, that I thought it was fake. There was no, like,
little
the
wastebasket. He showed you the wastebasket.
Yeah, I had the wastebasket, Bobby.
It was whatever. Barry, shut your face. You're not my manager, all right? Shut your mouth.
Well, you did say that...
If you let him on the microphone again, I'll come down there right now and punch him right in one tooth. Hey, it was a wastebasket, buddy. Listen, people are listening. I could do something for you.
You're going to be a big star.
You're going to be a big star. You broke your knee. This is going to put you on the map, buddy. I'm thinking if we could dislocate your shoulder on 2002, I could get you on Carson Daly.
God, that's how it works, though. All right, so the shit in the wastebasket. It was perfect.
My weak stomach.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was real. I thought
Oh,
he was
no.
fucking with me, but then I look in again, and I just saw a shit drip.
And then his face, Bobby gets that face when he's like, he wants to puke, but he starts getting that, like, body in a river for 3 days look. You know, it's just like,
floated.
His eyes look like a shark. They just, like, turn black and glazy.
Who shits in a bucket?
Well, you got it.
Does.
Not on the bus. What a great rule that is, though, because once someone shits on that bus, it's over.
Well, these guys...
Anthony, I agree with that when you're doing 85 down some highway, but when you're parked next to the college and there's 98 toilets 5 feet away from you, there's no need to shit in the bus.
These guys locked me in I know you guys locked me in the back room one night. I had the back room is like a little sliding door, and the bus was so dry that I bought one of those humidifiers, and so I have to take a piss at like 5 in the morning. We're moving. I get up and the door is jammed, and I know these guys have like pinned it or done something. So I'll lay down for like another hour, but now I've really got to go, and I'm like, I'm like, come on, guys, but the engine is. I say 3 hours later, I finally had to piss in my humidifier. That's how bad it was. I had to piss in my humidifier. And it's all on film.
I hope you threw it away after that.
Yeah.
The bus driver, what was his name again, Dane?
Brian.
Oh, this guy, I love this. This guy was the biggest creep. I would wake up in the middle of the night and just go sit with him. Like 2 weeks into the tour, he starts yelling at me. He goes, "What the fuck kind of tour is this? The fuck? There's no alcohol. There's no fucking drugs. You guys aren't fucking whores. What the fuck is you playing Xbox, you fucking bunch of faggots?"
Wow, what was wrong with that guy?
I don't know, dude. He just was...
He had driven, like,
everybody.
Like Usher and like all these,
Which means he gets the pussy that they don't want to fuck.
Right.
By the way, if Jimmy was here, he would have called out that Bob's story had no ending. Had no nothing.
Well, apparently you just did. Thanks, man.
No, I was just saying if Jimmy was here, he would have done it.
Well, we were all looking around the studio uncomfortable.
I didn't point it out. I pointed out that Jimmy would have pointed it out.
But you, by doing that, you pointed it out.
Not at all.
You need like a little sound bite of Jimmy just being like, nothing.
Shut up. You got nothing. Let it sit.
Good story, fat bro.
All right, Bob, I guess we're going to let you go.
Yeah, they're telling us you got to go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys going tnight, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, the show's going to be great tonight. It's probably just going to be just as good as next week at Stress Factory in New Jersey, where I'm headlining the 22nd to 24th.
Nice slipping.
I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.
We'll see you tonight at the 11 o'clock
Take care.
show.
Don't dislocate a toe at this show.
Bob Kelly, everyone. Do we have time to try this Martha Stewart thing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why don't we
Finish
try
up
it?
with
What
it.
is she doing? She's rapping with P. Diddy.
Yeah.
She's got some show that's like The Apprentice, only she's hosting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. Yes, Than? Yes, Than? Than knows.
I think she also has just sort of a talk craft show.
Is that it? Is that what it's for?
Thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right?
And
No.
she was wearing an M. Diddy belt buckle while this was going on.
Oh, my God.
M. Diddy diamond belt buckle. She's M. Diddy. And P. Diddy was there to help her out with some slang and language.
It's Miss Martha from Jersey City. I'll bake you a cake and make your crib look pretty. Mm-hmm. I get mad respect like my man, Big Diddy.
I can't look at anybody.
I got the heaters running out of breath, like when he ran the city.
Keep going.
They thought they could stop me, but they must be silly. I got my ankle bracelet off. Now I'm free like Willie.
Yeah.
It's the Kmart Queen, so I know you feel me. They gave me love on the inside. That's why they call me M. Diddy.
M. Diddy, baby.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Don't clap. Oh, my God.
Wow. I can't look at anybody. I can't look at any of you.
Oh, no.
Told you, they're in the winger era.
Have you ever been so embarrassed for somebody that you don't want to make eye contact with anybody lest they share that embarrassment and you have to acknowledge it?
Oh. What was worse, her rapping or his, like...
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's going to get him the cred he needs.
Bad boy.
Yeah. Aha, M. Diddy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That hurt. I don't like when things like that hurt.
Well, then Diddy starts teaching Martha Stewart some rap songs.
Oh, Rochester.
Here with my bro Diddy, and I'm so excited because he's going to teach me how to rap. Now, I just want you to notice, Wes, what are the security guards doing?
PB&J's.
Oh, they're eating. See, they took me out. That is so great. Well, first of all, what I really want to know is, what are the meanings of, like, these few words, okay? Cheddar.
Little 101.
Is cheddar cheese?
No.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I don't get the slang.
Cheddar's money.
The cheese.
Oh.
Cheddar.
Okay.
Cheddar's money. Okay, shorty. Okay.
I have no idea.
I mean, you're
I'm Tolly.
You're totally, your daughter. I've seen your daughter.
Yeah.
You know, I would call her a shorty.
Because she's like 6 feet tall?
No. She's young, pretty thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a shorty.
Oh,
what about nigga?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
She's going to get booked on P. Diddy's Bad Boys at Comedy. She'll be the next person to eat their balls on that show.
Paulie thing.
Yeah. Flossing.
Which is?
What you're doing right now with that $8 million piece of ice around your neck. That's flossing. Benjamins. Which you make a lot of. That's $100 bills. That's money.
Oh, Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, yes. It means
Very good.
It doesn't have to do with not flossing your teeth.
No, it's flossing is just over the top. Okay. So it's just...
This needs white guy voice.
And then ballin'.
Wow.
I mean, I know what ballin' is.
And you know she's pretending to be that stupid.
So what is it to rap?
Oh, okay. Balling to rap is living life to the fullest. It's just, you know, you work
Having
hard.
A ball.
Work hard, you play. There you go. Okay. Work hard, you play hard.
Okay. Ooh. Wow, that is harsh. What is he doing?
Diddy in glad bags. Just a line. He's got his own Ziploc line coming out. The Diddy Zip. Keeps all your food chill.
With a
fragrance. Keeps it fresh, yo.
Keeps it all fresh on the DL.
Fresh.
Wow.
That is horrible. Biggie should come back from the dead and shoot him.
He's going to be trying.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, he should come back from the dead and sit on him.
Just kill it. There is no reason that he should be hanging out with Martha. Wow.
How bad
What happened? What happened to the rap world? Thank God there's a few guys out there killing each other to keep the whole thing real. Because the pioneers, or the guys that were in there pretty early, they've just all turned into nothing. Yeah, I Kizzle. I'll tee off. I'll golf with you. Make sure you buy a Dodge. All those guys. It's so embarrassing. See what they were doing a while back.
Oh, we're in the countdown. We're done with the show today. Brian in Dallas, real fast.
Yeah, hey, I was just wondering when Dane's going to come down here to the Improv and when the Tourgasm DVD comes out.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Be around Dallas sometime?
All right, man. We're putting a big retaliation tour together. Hopefully it'll start sometime into the fall. And as far as Tourgasm, we're editing it together, and we'll see. It'll be done when it's done.
It's going to take a little while. I don't think he's going to be playing the Improv anytime soon. You know where the Cowboys play football? You might want to look for him there.
They just added 3 shows.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, 2 shows. All right, Brian.
Thanks, guys.
Well, we're running out of show here. Dane, this was a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for coming by.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Finally. We've had you on the phone a few times, but in studio, it's great.
Much gooder.
We'll be at the show tonight, and, of course, everyone should look for Retaliation in their old record stores. CD and DVD, right?
Yes.
Anything else we want to promote there, Barry?
No, we're
We did good. We did good for you, right, Barry?
Thank you so much. I love you guys.
It's been a long time. We haven't seen Barry in a few years.
Stars.
Yeah.
We'll do some things with Barry in the coming months. You never know. And, of course, Bill Burr sitting in for Jim Norton.
Bravo, Bill. Good job.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with Bill the last couple of days. You're going to do the whole week next week?
Yeah.
We got Bill all
getting
next
up early.
week.
He's like, yeah, the novelty wears off already. And
I
he's
already
just
said
like,
this morning, I was like, they do this every fucking day.
Oh, we're done.
HBO tonight, Bill Burr.
Program complete.